James Kaufman, World News Report today, July 13th, 2025. God bless you and yours, no matter where you are in the world. Please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, ring that bell for critical future updates. Those that watched our live show last night might have already heard this, but it's the talk of the day, so I thought we'd go over it again. This is Donald Trump's response to why Bondi did not release the Epstein files. And I don't like it a bit. He put it on Truth Social. What's going on with my boys, and in some cases, gals? Why does Trump have parentheses around those? They're all going after Attorney General Pam Bondi. Well, we should be going after you because we know who she takes her orders from, who is doing a fantastic job. We're on one team, MAGA, and I don't like what's happening. We have a perfect administration, the talk of the world, and selfish people are trying to hurt it, all over a guy who never dies. Jeffrey Epstein. Here Trump's a little confused. See, we're more concerned with the people associated with Jeffrey Epstein and the pedophilia and trafficking that took place at Epstein Island and the associated blackmail. Not necessarily Jeffrey Epstein at all. For years, it's Epstein over and over again. Why are we giving publicity to files written by Obama, Crooked Hillary, Comey, Brennan, and the losers and criminals of the Biden administration who conned the world with the Russia hoax, 51 intelligence agents, the laptop from hell, and more? They created the Epstein files just like they created the fake Hillary Clinton Christopher Steele dossier that they used on me, and now my so-called friends are playing right into their hands. Let me assure you that none of these people had anything to do with creating any of the Epstein files. That's just a lie, and we all know it. The FBI actually acquired these files from Epstein Island, Epstein's home in New York City, and in Arizona. We actually have film of them pulling out all of the evidence from these three locations. Why would you ever claim that these people created the Epstein files? It makes zero sense. Why didn't these radical left lunatics release the Epstein files? Well, probably because many of their friends were implemented in them. He goes on, if there's anything in there that could have hurt the MAGA movement, why didn't they use it? Well, this has nothing to do with the MAGA movement. Well, in some ways it does. The only way we can really make America great again is through complete transparency and to clean up all the worldwide pedophilia that we all know has been happening for centuries, if not longer. And you have the opportunity to do that, yet you refuse to. They haven't even given up on the John F. Kennedy or Martin Luther King Jr. files. This is misdirection. I've yet to hear anyone complain about those files not being released. No matter how much success we've had, securing the border, deporting criminals, fixing the economy, energy dominance, a safer world where Iran will not have nuclear weapons, it's never enough for some people. You're right, this has nothing to do with any of the above. This has to do with cleaning up the worldwide pedophilia, again, that's been happening for centuries, if not longer. We are about to achieve more in 6 months than any other administration has achieved in over 100 years, and we have so much more to do. We're saving our country and making America great again, which will continue to be our complete priority. Well, the only way that you're going to get MAGA back behind you is transparency. And we want to see the criminals that preyed on children arrested and put in prison. The left is imploding. Kash Patel and the FBI must be focused on investigating voter fraud, political corruption, Act Blue, the rigged and stolen election of 2020, and arresting thugs and criminals, instead of spending months and months looking at nothing but the same old radical left-inspired documents on Jeffrey Epstein. Nothing could be further from the truth. These are worse than thugs and criminals. And the fact that you say that these documents are radically left-inspired is a complete misdirection. It's called evidence gathered at the scene of the crime. Let Pam Bondi do her job. Well, we would if she would do her job. So far, nothing's occurred. She's great. The 2020 election was rigged and stolen, and they tried to do the same thing in 2024. Well, we agree with all of that. However, that doesn't mean that we overlook the worldwide pedophilia problem that the elite have. That is what she's looking into as Attorney General, and much more. 1 year ago, our country was dead. Now it's the hottest country anywhere in the world. Let me just say that the 2020 election is old news, and so is the 2024 election, which you happen to win. Why would you ever waste time looking into either one of those? And why would you not want to put the time into finding out who the pedophilia elite are and bring them to justice? He continues, let's keep it that way and not waste time and energy on Jeffrey Epstein. I've never seen him so concerned about hiding anything in my entire life, although he hasn't been transparent about anything he promised to be. Somebody that no one cares about? Well, your whole base doesn't necessarily care about Jeffrey Epstein. They care about the pedophilia elite still roaming the streets of our globe, taking advantage of young children. Where did all the children go that crossed the border that are missing? President Trump, thank you for your attention to this matter. I've never seen such a tale and been so disappointed in my life in Donald Trump. Ladies and gentlemen, this just screams cover up. God bless you and yours, folks. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I am personally disgusted. Share, subscribe, and always remember that anything's possible in Bizarro World.